Hi everyone, it's Weister here. Today we are playing Black Desert Online again, and I'm going to do some weekly stuff while talking about today's topic. I'm not really good at multitasking, so let's see how it turns out, but yeah, hopefully it works out fine. Anyway, today's topic is about online gaming. So, of course, Black Desert Online, as the name already says, it's an online game. So, yeah, it's a game I have been playing for several years already. So, I thought it's a good pick where to talk about this topic. So, basically, I want to discuss why I think online gaming is something that's been in my life for a long time. Why did I start and what do I think about online gaming and so on. Uh, Brief speed. I started playing online games when RuneScape released. So yeah, more than 20 years ago. I didn't start in the first year when it released, but still quite in the early years. And from what I can remember, I basically never stopped playing online games after that. So you could say I got hooked. And there are only very few offline games that I have ever been interested in. For example, something that comes to my mind is Max Payne. And of course, I played many offline games on consoles. I had PlayStation 1. That's actually about it. But yeah, as much as I know, when it comes to PC games, it's been mainly online games. And yeah, so basically, when it comes to online games, the reason I am playing online games is because you can interact with people. I think it's much more fun when I can interact with people in a game I like. One downside to online games is the fact that someday the servers will have to shut down. Well, not have to, but that's the case. No online game lasts forever, as much as I know. Of course, for example, RuneScape is still around, but who knows if it will be around at least my lifetime. So in that sense, I would say that yeah, it's something I don't really like about this, but at the same time, it's fine because I'm still trying to play online games that last at least long enough to create some good memories with people and, well, just for myself, whatever the game has to offer, that I have enough time to complete most of the things that I'm interested in and basically make memories with people while doing it. And when I'm talking about online games, I'm actually going to pick many examples from Black Desert Online, how things work here. In general, when it comes to MMORPGs, this is how things work in most MMORPGs, I guess, to some extent. When you play online games, then you can interact with people, and it's fine in sense that if you want to, let's say, approach random people in real life, then you know nothing about them, right? And it's not so easy to talk to random people. But in games, because it's an online game, then every player who is playing an online game has to some extent accept that the reality that it is an online game and most people are playing it because they do want to interact with others to some extent. And when it comes to me, for example, then I like to observe people's behavior, talk to people, make friends, and so on. especially with people who have similar hobbies and so on. And when it comes to, for example, Black Desert Online, there are guilds, and when you join a guild, then you can basically become friends with random people. It is kind of like a group for people who may have similar goals, similar mindset, or whatever. So actually, right now I happen to be guildless, but I plan to join a new one today. But yeah, so when it comes to guilds, then I feel like it is quite good to make friends in guilds because you can meet people who may have similar goals with you. For example, in Black Desert Online, I'm a life skiller, and yeah, I can choose a guild that also maybe concentrates on training life skills, for example. Or if you like to do PvE or PvP or whatever, again, you may have similar goals in mind. And it doesn't even have to be anything specifically in-game related, but it could also be something like just a social guild where you want to chill and interact with others, you know. And for me, this is probably the main reason I'm into online games, because you can interact with others. I would say, to be honest, that of course online games are quite often somewhat competitive, you could say. So basically, you can compete against others. Is it PvP or is it something else? But basically, competing against others can also mean that you are comparing yourself to others. And for example, Black Desert Online has some ranking systems and so on. And you can just compare yourself to others. Are you doing better than them or whatever? But especially, for example, RuneScape, many people know that game, and it's a great example in the sense that when I played RuneScape, for sure, one of the main reasons why I played it, other than the social aspect, is that you can get into ranks. You can rank compared to others, and it was definitely motivating. And of course, you can kind of show off your in-game achievements to others and so on. And well, see, there's too. But, yeah, I would say back in the old days, in comparison to competitiveness, then yeah, social aspect was maybe secondary, but now it has become definitely primary. So now I care about social aspect a lot more because yeah, online games will one day die. All those levels or whatever equipment, everything will be gone. But what can possibly stay are all those great memories with people, and you know, you can even make friends for a lifetime. So in that sense, now that I'm older, I do prioritize this kind of things more than I used to back in the old days when I was definitely younger. But yeah, when it comes to online games, as I mentioned, I also like to observe people, and you know, in real life it's difficult to meet many different kind of people. Like many people don't want to interact with you, right? They don't want you to bother them maybe on the street. Or I just want to talk to you, get to know some details about you, have some small talk. Well, in some countries, small talk is more common, but for example, I'm living in Japan, and in here, it's quite far from common. So yeah, in that sense, it is just much easier to talk with people in game and find out more about people, in sense that what kind of people are there, learn more about yourself with people, like with what kind of people do I match with, what kind of people do I not, and yeah, learn from others, and maybe share something about yourself to them, to either just have someone to listen to you, and someone to relate to you, and whatever it can be. Anyway, I think online or offline, it doesn't matter that much. Offline is maybe better. It's deeper connection, possibly, and so on. But still, when it comes to online games, behind each character there is a real person. Well, unless it's a bot or something like that. But usually there is. And because there is a real person, then of course whenever I'm talking to someone, I'm actually talking to real people, right? And I think in games some people are actually even more open and honest than in real life, because their real identities can be sometimes hidden, right, if they decide to keep it hidden. And in that sense you can actually learn much more about people, who they really are, maybe something that they wouldn't reveal in real life so easily. Some thoughts, or their mindset, or whatever it is, something that maybe in real life, when people exactly know who they are, maybe they think they would get judged or whatever, but in game they can show more their true self. So to me this is definitely something very interesting about it. Also, I want to cover this from another aspect. So, of course, when it comes to me, I feel like there are many good reasons why I want to play online games, social reasons. But what I don't understand is, for example, Black Desert Online. Well, partially I can't blame them, but anyway, the game has AFK fishing. So basically, it means you are doing fishing while you don't really have to play the game. You can completely do something else in real life, or play some other game in your computer if your computer allows to run two games at once. Or you could be asleep or whatever. And I noticed that actually, because this kind of thing is allowed in Black Desert Online, quite many people have abandoned any kind of grind, I would say, which to some extent makes sense. So if you can make progress without doing anything, I guess to some extent it is worth it. But at the same time, how I feel is that if you are always AFK, I mean, there are literally some people who are basically always AFK, and they join guilds, they never talk. They are just literally always AFK. I mean, why do you even play that game? I mean, okay, I understand you don't have to talk to people to play an online game, in sense that maybe you just like the game. Okay, why not, I guess. But when it comes to thinking about the fact that someone is constantly AFK, then you're not even playing that game. So if you like the game, then play that game. And if you are constantly AFK, you don't even interact with others. You're just existing in that game for what? I really can't understand this part. So yeah, some are really playing this in a very weird way, in my opinion. I can't understand this kind of way of gaming. But okay, whatever suits them the best. If it makes them happy, why not? Who am I to judge, right? But yeah, to me it's definitely something that is a priority, is that if I'm playing an online game, then there has to be a reason to it. Good reason, something that makes sense. And for me, it's socializing and actually playing the game. I'm doing all that AFK stuff too, so to say. But all the AFK stuff that I'm doing, it does just boost my character, so that when I'm actively playing, I'm able to use all that progress. That AFK is something extra, not my main activity. And this is where the difference comes in, I guess. But yeah, of course, this is just me. I'm not saying others have to play like me, but this is how I think that playing an online game makes the most sense. Playing an online game has definitely given me much joy in life, and it's quite difficult to play offline games for me. Whenever I try offline games, I just get bored quite quickly. So when it comes to Black Desert Online, it does become repetitive as it is, but when I'm able to talk to people, I feel like this is what's keeping me in the game. If it wasn't for the people, I can't imagine playing this game this long at all. I mean, I do like some things about this game, but it's definitely... Oh, first fail. But yeah, it's definitely a game that I would get quite quickly tired of if it wasn't for the online aspect. So yeah, basically these are to me main reasons to play this game. What keeps me going is the fact that there are people here to talk to who kind of keep me entertained. Thanks to the people in this game, I am able to continue, not because of the game itself that much, but of course I do like Black Desert Online as it is, otherwise I could just use a messenger or something, I guess, to talk to people. Wow, first one. Okay, it was like halfway to pity, but not so bad. Could have been worse. Continue with this then. I will basically finish this video once I get it done, maybe. I hope it doesn't go too bad. But if it does, then so be it, I guess. Well, that was below the average, so I'm definitely satisfied. Done for today. It was a decent success with enhancing my items, and yeah, hopefully people will realize how much fun it can be to play with people, to create memories with people, and let's make each other's experiences better. This is what's the best part about it, to enjoy, so to say, secondary lives in this virtual world that we are sharing together, and I think it's a lot of fun. But see you, take care, bye.